Ćao ljudi, kao što je najavljeno, danas krećemo sa gledanjem jedne serije koja je posvećena investiranju i aktivnoj trgovini na berzi i serija se zove $1 Million Traders, dostupna je na YouTube-u, tako da ja ću krenuti sa gledanjem prve epizode pa da vidimo šta sve možemo da naučimo. Uglavnom, da ne dužim mnogo, hajdemo sa serijom, puštam je sad.
This is Lex Van Dam, a man who's about to make the biggest gamble of his life. He's bet $1 million of his own money that he can turn 8 ordinary men and women into successful city traders.
What I want to do is I want to take people who have no previous trading experience and teach them how to trade. I want to give them all the tools that I think are necessary.
Sad, znači, kao što ovako na prvo čujem, znači on će dati $1 milion svog novca i uzet će 8 ljudi koji nikada nisu imali dodira sa berzom i učinit će ih aktivnim, uspešnim traderima. Uprilično zanimljivo.
Do this, then I will give them some of my money and I want to make sure that they make some more money.
A top fund manager. He's going to set up the world's first hedge fund, staffed only by complete beginners.
Aha, znači on već ima neki svoj fond, ali sada u suštini daje novac njima i u suštini verovatno će ih obučavati i edukovati, tako da ovo može da bude vrlo zanimljivo ukoliko bude prikazano kako funkcioniše ta obuka.
With some training, guidance and the promise of each being rewarded with a city-sized bonus at the end, they're all hoping for success.
If they make money, it'd be great, no stress. And if they lose money, then there will be stress.
From all walks of life, these novice traders have 2 months to show they can make it in the city.
I've locked in £100. Whee! Yes.
But what none of them realize is just how hard it's going to be.
Ovo će biti.
I've seen really mentally strong people become psychologically destroyed by the world of trading.
What a nightmare.
Because in this game, every decision counts.
It's just open, 7.26.
What if it's at £7 in an hour? You're going to sell them there?
Yes.
Right, well, if you're going to sell them at £7 in an hour, sell them at 7.26 now. Think about what you're saying. It's unbelievable.
I don't really know what I'm doing.
As if it wasn't hard enough, they will have to play this game as the global markets plunge into the abyss.
£900, like that.
Da, čini mi se da je snimano pre jedno 10 godina, tako da možda je bilo u onom periodu finansijske krize i svega što se dešavalo, tako da može da bude izuzetno zanimljiv period i sa tog aspekta.
As the pressure mounts, will everyone make it to the end?
It doesn't matter anymore, you've had your chance, you cannot let emotions get in the way. If you get upset, then this is your last week.
Okay.
I'm taking a huge risk here, and if they don't care enough, then I'll make sure they care.
Can the beginners become profit-making machines? Or will the cost of success be too high for their liking and send this $1 million gamble into freefall?
There's a fine line when it comes to being human beings, yeah? And now you see other people in the room responding to that, city or no city.
Znači, bilo je i svađe. No, ajde da vidimo. Uvek su ove uvodne špice onako malo senzacionalističke, pa na kraju ne bude ništa. Ajde, vidjet ćemo. Make me a trader. Znači, sam početak.
With $1 million of his own money at stake, Lex Van Dam alone will choose the novice traders.
It has to be like a diverse group of people. But we do need people who are able to work very hard and who are able to cope with a certain level of stress.
After 16 years as a successful trader, he knows exactly what he's looking for. To qualify for a place, the applicants only need 2 qualities: the ability to handle stress and be good at maths.
Znači, od kandidata se zahtevaju 2 stvari, da dobro podnose stres i da su dobri sa matematikom. Ajde, ovo sa matematikom zaista, ili znate ili ne znate, ili ste dobri ili niste, ali mislim da u današnje vreme stres je na svakom poslu, malte ne sastavni deo posla. Ajde da vidimo kako će proći ovaj intervju i ovo će biti jako zanimljivo.
What is 32 times 32?
Je.
32 times 32.
32 puta 32.
904.
1,240.
Blizu.
What's the most
1024.
pressure you've ever been under?
I thrive under pressure, actually.
What is 30?
Ovo već vidim šta će biti, ali
32 times 32?
Oh, my brain is just not functioning.
to je najgore kad neko kaže da može da funkcioniše pod pritiskom, da dobro podnosi stres i sve, i onda dođe naredno pitanje i jednostavno ne znate. Sad ja sam bio samo na par intervjua onako ozbiljnih u svom životu i zaista mi se desila ovakva situacija par puta, tako da donekle i razumem, ali ono, treba paziti.
9,942.
Ovaj ga može.
Would you screw someone over to get ahead?
Zanimljivo pitanje.
I wouldn't like to, but if I had to, I would do.
Whilst thousands applied, there are only 8 places.
What is 32 times 32?
The first to impress Lex and secure a spot
1,024.
Bravo.
is 36-year-old retired soldier Mike Tavel.
I'm a good bet. I've got a lot of good skills, and I'm raw talent.
After 13 years in the parachute regiment, Mike reached the rank of major before retiring to live in Jersey.
Bio je major u padobranskoj diviziji, ovo je poprilično, verovatno je to elitna vojna divizija kao što i kod nas, ona 63. padobranska, tako da sigurno je ovaj čovjek vidio svašta.
I've been thinking about leaving the army every day since, about 1996. I'd done a long stint in Afghanistan, and I just thought, can I do this again? I've maybe had my time of selfless commitment. Now I just want to earn some filthy lucre.
Joining Mike are the remaining 7 successful applicants who will all undergo a rigorous training program.
We've got 8 weeks here, so we need to make money over those 8 weeks. So we need to think about what is going to drive stocks over that period. If you can predict tomorrow's...
U suštini 8 nedelja ili 2 meseca je poprilično kratak period, ali ako aktivno trgujete, to bi moglo da bude poprilično dobro.
Newspaper, you'll be very rich. Nobody asks you to be awake every night. But if you sleep really well every night, there's probably something wrong. That's
ovo je malo.
the most you'll hear me speak, ever.
Okay. From Lincolnshire, 34-year-old shopkeeper Amit Jopanputra sees this as an opportunity to get himself a better life.
I mean, just walking out into the street, it's different completely, obviously, instead of selling Mars bars and tea bags, I'm probably going to try and sell shares in Vodafone and stuff like that. So yeah, it's different. I just want to find out more and see if I can cope with it and see if I can understand the subject a bit more.
Ono što su sigurno uradili, ali ajde nismo još upoznali sve kandidate, sigurno su prošarali, pa imamo i mlađe i starije i sigurno su onako malo i etnički onako razbacani. Sve ono što ima u Britaniji da bude prisutno i ovde. Verovatno je poenta da ovaj osnivač fonda želi da pokaže da zapravo može da nauči bilo koga da trguje akcijama. Tako da, ajde da vidimo.
The group have just 2 weeks to get up to speed and will be trained by leading city experts.
There's no right way to trade. There is no rule book. What there is different people finding what suits them and makes money.
They'll cover everything, from generating ideas...
We're interested in trading on the stock Benfield, BFD. Could you give me
to phoning up and placing a trade with a broker.
245 3/4, 46 3/4. Quite a thin size at the moment, Simon.
From Croydon, Oxford-educated IT engineer Simon Brew is keen to learn as much as possible.
Znači, ovaj IT inženjer sa Oxforda, znači čovjek nije glup sigurno.
His grand plan is eventually to trade from home using his savings and provide a more comfortable retirement for himself and his wife.
Znači da trguje ušteđevinu.
Well, I'm just hoping you'll make our fortune.
Well, it won't be our fortune anyway. The deal is
no,
basically...
after you finish.
Oh, after, right. Yeah, actually, I'm seeing this very much as an alternative career once this is passed by.
Yes, well, just don't do a Nick Leeson.
The team are also taught how to decipher highly complex technical analysis.
Basically what it is, it's a mathematical representation of momentum in the market.
As well as essential insights into trading psychology.
In all aspects of human activity, there's a tendency towards overconfidence. Once you've understood the rules of the game, the challenge is controlling...
Sve im je jasno, očigledno.
26-year-old Cleo Folks is an ex-vet who lives near Stourbridge in the Midlands. At the moment, she's working for her dad in the family firm, a 300-year-old engineering and property business.
My family has got money, but that is no reflection on me because it's theirs, it's not mine, and that's my opinion to life. I've lived on my £20 a week budget. I know how to budget. Money is a drive for me. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't.
Soon, they'll be trading with genuine money, and the profits and losses will be real, exposing the novice traders to a whole new level of pressure.
45,
Aha, ovo je simulacija trgovine.
The prospect doesn't scare Emil Coleman, a 30-year-old fight promoter from Toxteth in Liverpool.
Because for me, it's about validation. People assume when they look at me, this is me. I'm many different things, and I want to be able to prove that maybe I can be a trader as well.
Znači, različiti ljudi imaju različitu motivaciju. To je sasvim očekivano. Vidjeli smo onu devojku čija porodica ima onako poprilično uspešnu firmu, ona želi da se dokaže samostalno. Ovaj momak, odnosno čovjek, želi opet da se dokaže da nije samo oko borbi i oko borilačkog sporta. Tako da svako ima svoju motivaciju.
The British Chambers of Commerce says the economy faces a serious risk of recession.
Fresh concerns about the health of banks around the world have again undermined share prices.
Da vas podsjećaju ove vesti na nešto. Bukvalno skoro ista situacija i danas.
At one point, shares...
Today in the stock market with the FTSE down over 80 points a short.
Day 1, Monday morning, 5 a.m. With trading over and the credit crisis looming, their lives as traders begin. Entrepreneur and single mum Caroline Taysom is leaving her 4-year-old twin girls in the care of her mother to travel from Winchester to the city.
I think the skills that I've gained, self-control, stamina, determination, real desire for business success, are going to work incredibly well within the trading arena.
20-year-old Oki Imahwede from Tottenham is partway through an economics and maths degree.
The nature of trading is that money can come and go in such a flowing way that it's almost like a living, breathing thing. It's important that you keep all of the reins in so that you can control it.
Highly ambitious, these next 2 months will reveal whether he has what it takes to become a city trader.
Ovako, na prvo od svih njih, deluje mi da ovaj dečko ima najviše motiva da pokuša nešto. Pre svega zato što je još uvek u školi, studira ekonomiju, što znači da mu je ovo negde srodno i ako se dobro pokaže, mislim da mu je ovo super prilika za CV. Ne znam šta se desilo, ali onako čisto kada pogledamo sve kandidate sad koje su prezentovane.
Finally, environmentalist Dr. Sam Doobie, the unlikeliest of all the traders, is taking part to find out whether it's possible to trade ethically and still make money.
A good trader has to have such a good idea of what's happening in the world, has to be so aware of the wars that are going on in Africa, the droughts that are happening in India, the floods in America, yet...
Znači, ovaj dečko je neki, pre svega doktor, ali je ekolog i bavi se etikom, što mislim da baš neće proći dobro, ali evo, on mi je možda od ovih svih kandidata možda čak i najgori, ali hajde, vidjet ćemo, da ne donosimo odluke na osnovu predrasuda.
The only focus is on the financial aspect of it, and that's a real problem.
The 8 rookie traders have been given their very own trading floor in the heart of London's Square Mile. Complete with computer terminals plugged directly into the world's stock markets, they have everything they need to start trading. And the world...
Dobro, znači dobili su kancelariju, dobili su te Bloomberg terminale, vide cene uživo, znači bukvalno se ponašaju kao jedan investicioni fond. Dobili su sve resurse.
The world's most scrutinized but least understood institution will be revealed as never before.
Inače, pogledajte samo kako ovaj dečko sedi, znači baš je ono...
Will be revealed as never before. Their first 2 weeks of trading will be critical.
$1 million for me is very significant, and I can't afford to lose it. If I lose...
Zanimljivo. Kaže da mu ovih $1 milion znači da ne smije dozvoli da ih izgubi, ali kome si ih dao, mislim, sasvim je logično da ćeš, da je velika šansa da ćeš izgubiti neki deo.
It's a disaster. If I lose half of it, it's half a disaster, which is still a disaster. If I lost 5%, it's humiliation. If I lose anything, it's terrible.
Jer on sad u suštini gubi i na svojoj reputaciji, zato što ih nije dobro obučio, a gubi i svoj pravi kapital.
How's everyone feeling? First morning? Early start?
Although Lex Van Dam is supplying the money, he's appointed a supervisor to be his eyes and ears. An 8-year veteran of the city, Anton Creel retired from trading 2 years ago at the age of 27.
Znači ovaj će im biti nadzornik ili direktor ili kako god već hoćete, supervizor, kako god hoćete da ga nazovete. I tvrde da je on bio aktivni trgovac, radio je kao trader i da se penzionisao sa 27 godina. Vrlo zanimljivo.
A millionaire.
I know the feeling around the table is quite laid back and like quite laissez-faire this morning because it's the first day. But like you've got, I mean, the news and stuff in the morning, you've got to be really military and like really, you know, get into what is going on in the world, you know, and then you can try and make sense of it, right? Okay. But you know, the hours between 6 and 7:30 are absolutely crucial to your day.
Kaže da su jutarnji sati od 6 do pola 8 ključni za njihov dan, zato što će tada čitati vesti i formirati ideje šta će raditi tokom dana.
Right, market's opening in 1 minute. Let's go make some money.
I kreće trgovina. Hajde da vidimo kako će ovo izgledati.
These 8 novices will operate together as a hedge fund. If they're smart enough, they should be able to make money whether share prices go up or down.
Znači, treba da profitiraju bilo da akcije idu ili gore ili dole. Znači, ako to kažu, verovatno znači da mogu i da shortuju akcije. Ali hajde da vidimo.
Before anyone can get a bonus, the fund will have to be in profit at the end.
Znači, za bonuse svi kao celina, odnosno fond kao celina mora da bude u plusu. Tako da njihove performanse se gledaju zbirno, pa tek onda pojedinačno. Tako da, vrlo, vrlo zanimljivo.
So individually they must invest wisely because all decisions made will affect everyone. Especially Lex Van Dam.
Hello. I have Lex on the phone for you.
Okay.
Busy running his own hedge fund, Lex will phone Anton regularly to be kept up to date.
You just make sure that the people trade.
Right.
That they trade their own opinions.
Right.
That you don't tell them what to do. I mean, it's hard to know if these people actually really understand that this is not a game, but this is real money, this is my money. I've worked hard to earn it, and I don't want a bunch of
šta sad kuka da si pare se čuti i...
You know, if I'm going to suffer, they will suffer with me. So your role is, you know, you need to make sure that people appreciate the risk.
Right.
Okay, well, good luck.
All right, man. Cheers. All right, speak soon, yeah? Bye.
Take care, bye.
For the first 2 weeks, the rookie traders have been given £25,000 each to play with.
Znači nemaju ceo kapital odjednom, već su im dali po 25.000, pa će verovatno da im povećavaju tokom vremena. Dobro.
The markets open, and through brokers, they finally get their chance to trade the world's stock markets.
I'm being really indecisive.
I know, that's what I
can't sit on the fence, can we, forever.
I say it's performance anxiety, which I need to get over. You know, my brain's not flowing like it should because I'm thinking about it too much.
I think the biggest battle is with your own mind, because you're confronted by so much information, and just generating that, in your head and working it through, because you can kind of justify anything to yourself when you speak to someone else. See what you're thinking.
Kako se to zove, kineske sveće ili tako nešto, mislim da se zove ovaj grafikon što je gledao, znači ovaj ovdje. Zato što nisu one klasične sveće, već bukvalno neki hibrid. Ali mislim da su ove istorijski prve nastale, ispravite me ako grešim. Tako da, zanimljivo.
Because you can kind of justify anything to yourself when you speak to someone else, see what you're thinking, but ultimately it's going to be you who, will go and put that trade on and will kind of be measured on its success or its non-success.
406p, 46p.
63-year-old Simon is the oldest of the novice traders and has spent the last 30 years working as an IT engineer for IBM.
I love knowing how things work and why they work, and I've got enough sort of statistical knowledge to be able to cope, I hope, and therefore I'd like to give it a go. Okay, right, I'd like to buy, please, 400 British Gas.
He's the first to call the brokers and make a trade.
Znači, evo, on je prvi kupio akcije kompanije British Gas, odnosno britanske gasne kompanije, i kupio 400 akcija.
Current price is 12.04 offered.
Okay, 12.04. Fine.
Buy 400,
Bye.
12.04. That is all done for you, Sasha.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Well done, Simon.
I to je prva trgovina koju su odradili.
I took the plunge, decided to place the trade for British Gas. I'm hoping it's going to rise gently over the next few weeks. Its lowest today was 12.03, 12.04. Whoops, it's just gone down to 12.03. One is in danger of getting neurotic about this, but you just have to move on and concentrate on the rest. I'll probably remember this the trading decision for the rest of my life. It's the first one I've made. It's big excitement. And let's hope it's been successful.
To control risk, the traders can only invest £5,000 in any one stock.
Aha, znači, da bi kontrolisali rizik, imaju 25.000 ukupnog kapitala, ali mogu maksimalno 5.000 u jednu poziciju da ulože. Zanimljivo. I pametno.
Believing British Gas is a safe bet, Simon's invested the maximum allowed.
Znači, investirao je celu poziciju odmah. Znači, investirao je 5.000 funti u kompaniju. Onako.
He's gone right up to his maximum position size immediately.
Right.
That's it. All right. If you do that in a portfolio as a professional, to me, you have absolute maximum conviction that this stock is going up. Right? And it's almost like you can't be wrong.
Znači, ponaša se kao da je ubeđen da će akcije ići gore i da jednostavno nema greške oko toga. Što naravno, pitanje koliko je to tačno.
If the stock does nothing for 3 days or goes down for 3 days consistently, it's going to drive him absolutely mental.
Oh, look at this. It's down at 11.86.
Ja. Znači, on je već pao, već je izgubio poprilično. Kupio je sa 1204, a sad je 1186. Mislim da je ovo u britanskim penijima, tako da nije ovo dramatična razlika, ali opet znači, kada gledamo procentualno. Recimo, ja da sam trader, ja nikada ne bih uložio, tako da imam ograničenje, recimo da je maksimalna veličina pozicije 5.000 funti, ja nikada ne bih investirao svih 5 odjednom, već recimo ako sam ubeđen da je dobra pozicija, investirao bih možda 3, pa ukoliko vidim da recimo pozicija pada, tada bih ostavio sebi prostor da mogu da radim taj DCA, odnosno da polako, postepeno kupujem po nižoj ceni i da spustim svoju kupovnu cenu. Ovako, kada uloži 5.000 odjednom, to je to. Ne može ništa da radi sa tom kompanijom više.
That's awful. I keep saying I mustn't let it upset me, but of course I keep thinking I wonder what it's doing, and that is in fact distracting me from the main job I'm supposed to be doing, the main job I want to do now, which is look for other trades that will actually perhaps compensate in performance. Right, I'm going to close this chart and concentrate on my next job. You get neurotic staring at it, and that's definitely a mistake. Oh, this is awful, 11.85.
I sad samo gubi vreme, samo je dekoncentrisan i ne dobija nove ideje. To je izvor frustracije ogroman, sigurno.
I'm looking at Halfords, the code HFD, Ellen. Can I get 100 shares of that then, please? 100.
By the end of their second day, several novice traders have taken their first dip into the markets.
I'm looking at Admiral. Can I get a price on Domino's, please? DOM. Can I short that if it goes to 189, please?
Većina ovih kompanija mi nije poznato.
Ultimately, they have two methods of trading available to them. Buying long, simply making money if the share price increases, or selling short, a complex deal that involves borrowing, selling, and then buying back shares.
Kao što smo pričali, znači mogu da investiraju na klasičan način, tako što će kupovati akcije i držati ih, ili shortovati akcije, i ovo su baš lepo objasnili u jednoj rečenici. Znači oni pozajme akcije od brokera, odmah ih prodaju, uzmu kapital, sačekaju par dana, par nedelja da cena akcije padne, onda ponovo kupe akcije na berzi, vrate brokeru to što su pozajmili, a razlika u ceni ostaje njima kao profit.
This allows the trader to make a profit when the value of a stock goes down.
That's a real bugger.
Former vet Cleo is less concerned about the ethical issues of trading.
Ne znam zašto imam utisak da je ova devojka razmažena. Možda zato što je njena porodica bogata ili šta već, i da, mislim, super je što pokušava da se dokaže, ali neki prvi utisak je da je baš razmažena. Ajde da vidimo.
Shown during training to be a highly intelligent, structured thinker, it's believed she has the greatest potential in the group.
Najveći potencijal.
I think it's an environment that I'd be really good in. It's fast-paced, which I thrive in. It's pressure-driven, again, which I thrive in. And I love the way that these huge macroeconomic issues impact on all the stocks and this type of thing, and how everything is interrelated. I just find it really, really interesting.
It's a global event that gives Cleo her first trade.
Let's go straight to our top story this morning. Investors reacting to mounting instability within the Middle East.
It obviously has everybody here concerned, both on a personal level as well as a collective business confidence level, as the saber rattling goes forward.
A missile test in Iran causes Middle East instability, and as a result, oil prices begin to rise sharply. It spells bad news for heavy fuel consumers. Jumping into the market, Cleo's quick to short sell British Airways, betting their share price will fall as their profits get hit by rising oil prices.
Znači, shortuje britansku aviokompaniju, ideja je ako rastu cene nafte, rastu troškovi aviokompanije, pada profit i to je sve logično.
It's a good deal, but her caution is getting the better of her. She's only traded 200 shares, by far the smallest investment of the group.
It's more, I wanted to just get through it. I know that sounds awful, and I know that's completely the wrong rationale, but I prefer to place one small little trade, because it's the first time that I've ever dilly-dallied.
Hoće prvi mali trade da bude i onda da prođe.
I'm so sorry, I'm going to keep myself under wraps now. It's just the first one, I get really overexcited. Sorry guys, really sorry. I'm going to control myself now. Oh my god, it's just gone again.
How much have you made?
1p?
Znači, zaradila je jedan penny i toliko se raduje, znači, beznačajno još uvijek.
I'm really sorry, the time's wrong. I got a little bit overexcited.
Right, what have you done?
Okay. I baš je uzbuđena, znači.
2.5, yeah?
Yeah. Quantity 200? I know, it's only baby.
Uh-huh. That's it, cool.
It's got
well known for their high quality products.
So exciting. Right, enough of that. Put your emotions on one side and head on to the new trade.
Znači, negde su u Londonu.
The life of a trader is all-consuming. Long days begin with very early mornings. The team is expected to be in the office by 6 a.m.
Znači, od njih se zahtjeva da budu u kancelariji do 6 ujutru najkasnije.
Working out their strategies well before the markets open at 8.
Pa kao?
Their screens come alive, falling shares turning red, Rising shares blue.
It's great, confirm 500 shortage. Sports Direct. Everything coming out about it's bad.
After 3 days of trading, the team has so far only invested 10% of the £200,000 currently at their disposal.
Znači ne žure sa investicijom.
But it's not the amount that's worrying, it's the commitment of some of the traders.
If you leap with joy or...
Simon?
Yeah?
What price of BG Group in the auction? 1168.
Oh.
11... My stop is 1160.
They're 11.59 now.
What price are they in the auction?
You're out, mate.
I think you better check.
Away from his desk when the market opened, Simon is unaware that his shares in British Gas are plummeting and losing the team money.
Znači cena je naglo pala I automatski su prodate njegove akcije.
You may recall I placed a trade yesterday on British Gas.
You've been closed out.
Oh, bother.
You have no position yet in British Gas.
Right, so what was the closing price, please?
Simon's shares have fallen so sharply, they've been sold on automatically.
Yeah, because you're closed at 11.58.
11.58. Right, okay.
Known as a stop loss, this is an order with the broker to close a trade if it loses too much money.
Gloom and despondency.
Overnight, Simon's trade has cost the team £250.
Znači, zamerili su mu što nije bio za stolom kada se tržište, odnosno berza otvorila I samim tim nije primetio da je cena akcije toliko pala da su mu automatski akcije prodate I njegova trgovina je koštala ceo tim 250 funti. Nije puno za sada, ali s obzirom koliko su oni malo investirali, kada gledamo procentualno, to je poprilično.
Just forget about it.
No, I'm not stressed. I just want to explain why I did what I did, to see whether I could and should have done anything differently. You
We'll
know?
have a proper chat about it later.
Later.
But, for now,
mid-morning.
For now,
absolutely.
Don't worry about what's happened this morning.
No, I haven't. No, honest, trust me.
As it stands now, you've got no positions.
That's right.
You need
so
to generate some ideas.
The slate is clean, so start again. Yes, absolutely. No, I'm taking it very much in that vein.
Cool. All right, mate. A little bit concerned about his behaviour, very lackadaisical, and
right.
You know, I had to shout over to him. To be honest with you, I'm just a little bit pissed off, and I just don't. You know, you cannot behave like that on a trading desk. You know, it just shows a really bad attitude towards investing somebody else's money in the market. If you behave like that in the real world of trading, like, your career is going to be very short-lived.
There are, however, some within the group who are showing real promise. Both fight promoter Emil and Sam the environmentalist have made money.
You know what, I feel a bit ill when I place one of these things. I really don't like it.
It's unbelievable. It's a
I
rush.
really don't like it. I don't find it a pleasant rush though. I find it a really uncomfortable feeling.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I know, I kind of like that adrenaline thing.
It makes me feel exactly like I felt when I was a kid, lying. I think it's just because I'm making a decision based on a best guess, and I'm not used to guessing. I'm used to being sure about it.
Don't you think this?
Zanimljiv komentar da mu smeta što donosi odluke na osnovu najbolje pretpostavke I kada je reč o investiranju, ako želite tako pojedinačne akcije, a ne ETF-ove koji su diversifikovani, koliko god analiza da uradite oko jedne kompanije, na kraju dana će se sve svesti na to kakav je vaš lični osjećaj I šta vi mislite. Tako da, donekle razumem ovaj osjećaj.
In reality, no matter how many charts we look at, no matter how everything else, we go on how we feel.
That's exactly right. It's like any gambling. It's why I'm not a gambling person.
Yeah, I don't gamble.
There's only one person left in the group who is yet to make a trade. Having just left the army, Mike now wants to be a professional trader.
Half the game here is timing. You can have the world's best trade if you like, but if your timing is wrong, you don't make a profit, or worse, you make a loss. Beginning to think that I should maybe just grow a pair and get on in there, and then just work it as it goes. But it's just it's just like parachuting. It's taking that.
Znači on još uvijek nije napravio svoj prvi trade I sad, što više vremena odmiče, to će mu biti teže da započne. Tako da u jednom momentu će morati da prelomi i da napravi prvi korak.
First step that's difficult. And then actually after that you're fine. Well, until you've got to pull the red handle maybe. I don't want to have to be pulling any red handles around here, that's the thing.
You've got to take risk to make money. Of course you can lose, but if you're not invested, you cannot make money. It might as well just be in the bank earning 5%. It's concerning because you cannot succeed in this business behaving like that. You'll never make money.
What can you do?
The last thing the economy needs right now is for the standard mortgage spigot to be turned off.
In terms of these two companies, they own or guarantee about half the $1 trillion of U.S. mortgages. Take a look at Freddie Mac. It is off by more than 1/3, losing 1/3 of its value this morning.
Traduješ, moraš da pokušaš sve da ispratiš. To je previše informacije.
To keep the money flowing to home mortgages.
Only a week into trading, and the novice traders are dealt a heavy blow. US mortgage giants Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac hit the rocks, and the world's markets reel in shock. The trading screens turn red, showing a massive fall in shares across the globe as £35 billion of investment vanishes in a matter of minutes.
Like, look at the dollar versus the euro and the pound now, right? The dollar is likely, if this continues, to get smoked. In the end, the taxpayer has to plug that gap, right?
Yeah.
The US government has come out and said that if Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac go to zero, then they'll guarantee the debt.
U suštini, dve kompanije koje daju najviše hipotekarnih kredita, hipotekarnih stambenih kredita u Americi su u problemu i u tom momentu je američka vlada izašla i rekla ukoliko te kompanije budu pred stečajem, da će vlada garantovati njihov dug, što su poprilično loše vesti jer ukazuje na to da zapravo te kompanije koje bi trebalo da budu stabilne zapravo i nisu toliko stabilne i da mogu da propadnu. I to je onda loš signal koji se širi tržištem i to je poprilično negativna stvar za sve. I naravno to se posle širi na Evropu i tako dalje.
The market's taking it negatively because the government's basically admitted that there's a possibility that they could go to zero.
To je to.
Right? And if they bail them out, we're talking hundreds of billions of dollars, right?
Stotine milijardi dolara.
And who ends up paying for it? The US consumer. I mean, to anyone who's been in the industry a long time, this is like proper scary stuff, you know? And the entire basis of the US economy changes if this happens. I mean, the US is over for a generation if this happens, potentially. This is why the markets are so volatile. This is why the world is in a complete mess at the moment and no one knows what to do, because there is no light at the end of the tunnel.
319.75, yeah?
375, okay. And that's 1,000 shares that you've bought.
That's it, mate, yeah.
Great, thanks a lot, Lee.
The global credit crisis has spread to British shores, and Sam, the ethical trader in the group,
Good lord, that was a rapid rise.
spots a chance to make money.
The mortgage lender Alliance in Leicester has now found a buyer, allowing the company to shore up its finances after losing 2/3 of its value over the past year. Now, Spain's biggest bank,
Banking giant Santander has announced a takeover of Alliance in Leicester. Quick to react, he buys 1,000 shares. They rocket and make the team an instant £200.
Znači, šta je ona devojka rekla na vestima? Ta kompanija Alliance in Leicester je izgubila 2/3 svoje vrednosti u prethodnih godinu dana i sad su našli kupca pomoću kojeg će kompanija opstati. Ovaj čovjek je ušao, kupio akcije pre nego što je najvjerovatnije objavljena vest o kupovini i zbog tog nekog srećnog tajminga je ostvario poprilično lep profit.
Out of Alliance in Leicester.
You got out to 32.5?
Yeah.
Cool, man. 328.
See.
Hello. He's just sold them. Superstar, mate. 332.5.
Yesterday, I read a news story on Alliance in Leicester, so I bought some shares in them. That made the share price go up. and I sold them and made some money from reading a news story. I didn't do anything. That's the nature of the game, really. You're not doing anything at all, really.
Sad on tvrdi da su akcije skočile samo zato što ih je on kupio, međutim taj njegov volumen, znači ako uzmemo u obzir da on može da kupi samo 5000 funti vrednosti akcija, to ne može da dovede do promene cene. Nego sad, što on sam sebi neće da prizna, jeste da je on sa tajmingom imao više sreće nego pameti. Barem ja tako mislim.
Impressed by Sam's successful investment, retired IBM employee Simon also jumps into financials.
Hi. Okay. Not sure yet. I placed earlier a buy limit order on Bradford and Bingley.
Okay.
And it's just been filled, so.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Hope for the best.
All right.
Buying long into Bradford and Bingley, he hopes to see their share price rise. But less than an hour after he places the trade, its share price plummets.
Naravno, kupio je klasično I cena akcije je pala, što njemu sad ne odgovara.
Long in Bradford and Bingley didn't work.
Really? Bloody hell.
Sorry about that.
Znači, on za sada ima 2 gubitničke trgovine, što je...
Very frustrating. This is just an unbelievably complex business. You've got to keep your emotions in check, you've got to do the analysis, you've got to do your homework. There's so many balls to keep in the air. And maybe different personalities are better at coping with short-term decisions, and maybe I'm better to concentrate on a few long-term decisions, long-term trades, rather than leap in on the basis of follow me, as it were, which is really what I did with Bradford and Bingley.
Simon's decision to buy into the UK's largest buy-to-let mortgage provider at a time when many are going to the wall,
obviously ridiculous, right?
Hasn't gone unnoticed by Lex and Anton.
Clearly his mind's just in the wrong place. Like he's not then, like it's not just him. I mean there's
I sad, na primjer, šta meni lično smeta, ali ajde, to sad ne vidimo, što taj supervizor I onaj osnivač fonda, pod znacima navoda, diskutuju o tome kako je ovo loš trade I sve ostalo, umjesto da sednu sa čovjekom I da mu objasne zašto je to loš trade. Jer ako ovako nastave, on će dalje raditi kako misli da je najbolje, a očigledno to nije tako.
Other people in the group that just, the whole general level of focus of the group is just too low. Like these guys are just not intense enough.
Of greater concern to Anton and Lex is that those who should be showing the most promise are also struggling.
Oh, hi. It's Claire from Trades Again. Is that Luke? Hi, Luke. I put a sell order in with Rupert for GSK, GlaxoSmithKline.
Znači, GSK I dalje posluje, uglavnom u oblasti farmacije, znači GlaxoSmithKline, poprilično solidna kompanija, jedna od retkih kompanija do sada za koju sam čuo, koju su trgovali.
The pressure, Cleo has sold all her stock and now has nothing invested.
Sećate se kako je pričala da joj prija rad pod pritiskom, da voli brza okruženje I sve. Evo, sada je sve prodala I ponovo je na nuli. Tako da nešto mi baš ne deluje da joj prija rad pod pritiskom.
Oh man, look, now it's gone straight back up. Stupid idiot folks.
I think there might be a bit of an issue with Cleo because she's just traded out of her only 2 positions, which was
I naravno bi su zabrinuti
she's got 0 risk.
Well, maybe she's just rethinking it, no?
Maybe, but I think the way she did it, she's lost confidence.
I've just taken a loss and it's gone down.
I znači izgubila je samopouzdanje, to je bilo.
I don't like trading.
It's definitely been noted over the last couple of days that a lot of crucial things in the market that's been coming out has been missed by people. Things like being on the desk when the market opens. Popping off for 30-minute lunches. Like, it's just absolutely not acceptable. Yeah. I had, in 8 years, 2 lunches outside the office. Okay?
Da, sad u suštini kreće žalopojka kako nisu dovoljno ozbiljni, kako nisu fokusirani, kako je on za 8 godina imao 2 ručka van kancelarije, kako je svaki dan išao na posao 30 km uzbrdo I sve ostalo. Znači, ovo su klasične menadžerske priče.
As a team, to make money, you really need to be here.
naravno njegova ideja je da ih motiviše i da ih onako malo zaplaši da budu ozbiljni.
Because if you're not, you don't stand the chance. We're in the worst trading conditions that we've been in for a generation. But if you want to give yourselves the best chance of making serious cash and beating the professionals, you're just going to have to step it up, like massively. Take it to the next level.
I mean, nobody ever said this was easy, but God, it is a lot more difficult than certainly I ever expected.
It's extremely difficult.
I think it's just going to be quite a steep learning curve for us.
Of course it is. I know that. No one is doubting that whatsoever.
Days.
All right?
Thank you very much.
Are you okay with all that, yeah? It's difficult, isn't it?
It's fucking impossible.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's difficult. We know that.
I don't think I can try any harder, that's all.
No, but you can.
No, I can't. Anyway, let's leave it.
Deluje mi da je Matori izgubio samopouzdanje i da je to sad vrlo opasno. U suštini treba mu samo jedan pobednički trade da se vrati, da onako stekne ponovo sve što treba da bi nastavio.
No, let me place my oil tray. I'd rather do that right now.
Okay, let's talk about it later, yeah?
The end of week 1. And so far, retired soldier Mike has only dabbled in the market. Mike knows.
Znači, nakon prve nedelje, Mike, odnosno ovaj vojnik, nije nešto puno ulagao.
He needs to make money if he's to see a bonus. And with aspirations to become a full-time trader, he wants his first meaningful trade to be a statement of intent.
I'm just extremely competitive. I wear a heart rate monitor so that I don't run too fast. Sometimes I have to rein myself in because it forces you into places where you don't really want to be, like racing my girlfriend, getting dressed and things like that.
105.6 at 105.75.
105.6 or 105.75, yeah?
His trade idea is a highly controversial and risky one.
Just looking at the opening prices on HBOS, there is people are staring at each other, across the city. Who's going to win this game of bluff?
A cash flow crisis for Britain's largest bank, HBOS, has forced them into a rights issue, which means going to their shareholders and asking for more money.
Znači imamo banku koja, oznaka je HBOS, iskreno nisam čuo, znam za HSBC, ali za HBOS ne znam. I sad zbog problema u poslovanju su prinuđeni da idu kod svojih akcionara i da ih zamole za dokapitalizaciju.
Mike has calculated that the rights issue should go well, sending its share price up.
Ka-ching, okay? That's a good scenario. That's the side of the bet we want to be on.
Right,
but to cover his position, Mike has decided he also needs to short sell German bank Allianz.
Znači sad, on procenjuje da će akcionari odlučiti da dokapitalizuju, da će otvoriti novčanike i da će dati novac. E sad, kao kontrastranu, on želi da shortuje nemačko osiguravajuće društvo Allianz. Sad vidjet ćemo iz kog razloga.
Underwriters of the rights issue, they will have to pick up any shortfall, a potentially huge liability which could see their own share price fall. This trading strategy is known as hedging. It's the essence of how a hedge fund works.
Sad samo da vratim, da vidim da li sam dobro razumeo. Znači, za sve ono što ne uspeju da prikupe, Allianz će kao osiguranje morati da plati. E sad, on želi da shortuje Allianz, tako da u suštini on pokušava da hedžuje, da ukoliko sad on ceni da će sve proći dobro, da će rast cene akcije HBOS biti veći od gubitka koji će imati na shortu kompanije Allianz. Ukoliko se desi obrnut slučaj, on bi opet trebalo da bude u profitu, ali sad to opet zavisi od odnosa između ove dve kompanije.
Strategy is known as hedging. It's the essence of how a hedge fund works. If he's right, he'll make more money on this deal than everyone's trades put together.
I sad ono što kažu, pošto on sad faktički može da investira 10.000 funti, 5.000 u HBOS i 5.000 u Allianz, zapravo ovaj njegov trade ako prođe dobro će doneti više novca nego ceo tim što je doneo u prethodnih nedelju dana. Tako da je ovo možda i ključan moment ove epizode.
Hi, it's Rupert.
Rupert, hi, it's Market Traders. How you doing, mate?
Hi, mate. Yeah, good, thank you.
ALZ.de.
The 110.
110.
23.
Euros, right?
That's right.
Sold 46 Allianz at 110 spot 23 euros.
Confirm.
HBOS, HBOS, LN, bought.
Yes.
1419, 278 spot 25.
That's right.
Lovely. Nice doing business with you, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Super.
Well done.
I mean, there's risk in every trade, but you know, I've worked through the numbers, and my downside risk is far smaller than my upside gain.
I to je sad što on kaže. Po njegovim kalkulacijama rizik od gubitka je mnogo manji od šanse za potencijalni dobitak. I u takvim trejdovima u suštini oni gledaju da budu i da naravno bude veća šansa da se ostvari profit.
We'll make a lot of money for the team.
I sada vidimo šta će biti.
The second week of trading, and as world markets become more unstable, the pressure to make money intensifies.
The government has come close to admitting that the fiscal rules it set itself for managing the economy can no longer be met.
The Bank of England has kept interest rates unchanged at 5% as it struggles to respond to
officials, while insisting no decision had been taken on rewriting debt levels, were careful not to dismiss the idea.
Everybody's thinking of the credit crisis at the moment. And they're all, basing all the ideas on that credit crisis.
Yeah.
But it's total risk. It feels like we only look at one trade, which is grounds. Everybody's obsessed by this thing. Then the other thing is like, you have to tell people if they keep trading in such small size, they'll never make any money.
Okay.
And they're not going to get more money, and they're not going to get paid at the end of the period because they haven't made any money. So they.
Zanimljivo mi je da vlasnik, odnosno osnivač fonda, urgira da ljudi investiraju više, odnosno da se više izlažu riziku. Pogotovo s obzirom da gube, znači sad oni gube, a on još insistira da investiraju više.
First week boring was fine. Second week boring is not so good anymore.
At the beginning, Cleo was highlighted as someone with great trading potential. But after starting with immense self-belief, her confidence is collapsing. With no trades in place, she must get invested to stay in the game.
I hate this. I think I actually hate this. Oh, folks, such an idiot. Why didn't I just bloody buy it?
She's actually really scared about trading, which is a little bit concerning. I think I might have to go and speak to her later, take her out of the office or something, because I can see that her head's a bit all over the place, and she's really scared about pulling the trigger.
I just can't commit to it. I just can't commit to it, you know?
You don't, look, it's very, very difficult, this business, okay? And
you know, it's the whole...
It's difficult to
I'm
take...
a perfectionist,
to
you
take
know?
that, to take
Znači,
that...
zabrinuti su za nju, oni su procenili da ona ima najveći potencijal, a ona ne funkcioniše. I izgubila samopouzdanje i nema je nigdje, praktično.
They're two really different skill sets. But you're indecisive because you're a perfectionist, right? And you can't have indecision in the business.
I know. I'm so aware of this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling myself the whole time. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Just put it on, just put it on. And then I just sit there and fanny about.
Just accept
do
that.
Nothing.
Just accept that you cannot be right 100% of the time. It's impossible.
I know.
It's absolutely impossible.
I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated at my lack of knowledge, massively frustrated by it, and that spills over in this, you know, this sense of being. And I feel like a lamb to the slaughter at the moment. Now I feel pressure that I've really got to find trades to put on, and you know, whilst it's good to have a bit of pressure in this uncertain market, I don't feel that that's necessarily the best thing, because the last thing I want to do is put on trades just so I've got positions.
Na početku epizode je pričala kako je prije pritisak, sada već menja ploču i kaže kako pritisak možda i nije baš najbolja stvar.
But I'm almost feeling like I'm being pressured now to put on trades purely for that reason, just so I've got positions, just so my capital's invested. But when the market is this volatile, I don't think, you know, I think unless you can really, really read it, then you're a bit of a fool, really.
Oh, God, look where it's gone. No wonder it's...
For his third trade, Simon believed he was playing safe, investing £3,000 in insurance company Royal Sun Alliance.
I've got an open position on RSA, which I'm getting a bit nervous about. It's had a terrible day. It's
unfortunately, majority of them have today.
I was thinking of lightening my position by buying, say, 800. That will be...
Ne znam da li ste shvatili šta je sad rekao. Znači, ovako, on ima poziciju u kompaniji čija vrednost akcije pada i on je rekao da želi da olakša poziciju, odnosno da smanji poziciju tako što će kupiti 800. Ali ako želi da smanji poziciju, trebalo bi da proda, a ne da kupi.
1/3 of them roughly, and then lowering my stop to stay in the market for the rest.
You could do that.
Dobro, i sad on kaže da u suštini prodaje 1/3 i želi da spusti onaj stop loss što mu se aktivirao prošli put, da bi mogao duže da ostane u poziciji, da bi ostao duže investiran.
Right, let's make a decision. Could I buy 800?
Dobro, i sad je kupio.
At whatever the market price is now.
Po tržišnoj ceni 800 je kupio.
Simon has just made a fundamental mistake. To reduce his risk, he should have sold 800 shares.
Tako je.
Hang on a sec, you've got a sell stop loss on, yeah?
No, I've got a buy stop loss.
You've got
I beg your pardon.
Yeah, well, so
sorry. I've gone completely the wrong way. This was a buy.
800 now, you see.
Well, could you sell them again? That was a mistake.
I sad ih odmah prodaje.
I'm selling you 1600 now, is that correct?
I prodaje onih 800 što je htio.
Correct.
The price is
Znači
down
ukupno 1600.
once, you're making a loss on that.
Oh, shit, just my luck.
I umeđu vremenu je pala cena pa je opet izgubio
Let's just
par.
say this again very slowly.
I ono što je jako bitno, što se ovdje možda i ne akcentuje dovoljno, oni se ponašaju kao da nema transakcionih troškova, ali vi ćete u stvarnom životu imati i transakcioni trošak. Pa zamislite na sve ovo da imate trošak transakcije od 10 evra, pa onda imam kupovni nalog 10 evra, zeznuo sam se, prodajni nalog 10 evra, tap, samo te naknade će vas koštati poprilično.
1,600 at 115 spot 1.
That's amended for you as well.
Okay, done. Thank you.
Cheers, Sam.
Cheers, bye.
Ovaj će biti ljud supervizor, sigurno.
In the space of a 2-minute phone call, Simon has cost the team £200.
Još 200 funti izgubio. Nije
So
za ovo
far,
očigledno.
every deal he's made has lost money.
I made a small mistake.
So he basically shit himself.
Yeah.
Went to sell 1/3 of the position and ended up buying it. Right.
Right.
And then he realised what he'd done and then went to sell double the amount to get his position correct. And then
he bought instead of selling.
Yeah.
If you say buy when you want to say sell, it just means that you've got shit for brains.
Well, yeah,
that's what it means. It's totally switched off.
He's panicked, shit himself, lost his mind, and done the trade the wrong way around.
I'm pretty annoyed.
Ne znam što su ljuti, oni su ga izabrali.
Mislim,
šta?
We have to think about what we're going to do about this.
Yeah, Cleo was has been a bit of an issue in the last 24 hours. She's actually scared of having positions.
Right.
We were off the desk today for an hour and a half, and I've got shit to do.
You spend an hour and a half with her?
Yeah, because...
Sat I po vremena proveo s njom.
Do you know what I mean?
Who can cry for an hour and a half?
Someone who's never
baš mi je delovalo razmaženo
who's scared of trading 1 week into this exercise, right? That's a person who can cry for an hour and a half.
Great. One has shit for brains and the other one starts crying. We're doing well here.
Yeah.
Opet, sami su birali
It's judgment day for Mike's biggest trade. The results of the HBOS rights issue are in, and it's not the news Mike wanted to hear.
HBOS, Britain's biggest mortgage lender, raised about £4 billion on a rights offer to shore up its balance sheet. The trouble is, most of the shareholders didn't actually take up their rights to the shares.
Today, shareholders bought just 8% of the stock on offer, leaving the underwriters Morgan Stanley.
Znači sad, on je mislio da će kompanija prikupiti novac, međutim nisu. I sada osiguranja moraju da preuzmu taj teret.
Stanley and Dresdner Kleinmont with a bit of a headache.
Underwriters will try and get subscribers.
Do you know anyone who's long? Somebody's long HBOS?
Yeah.
I sada taj trade ide skroz pogrešnom pravcu.
Yeah, he's on it, yeah.
It's not very good news on them either.
No.
With HBOS falling, Mike's short sell in German bank Allianz isn't working either.
Ja vidite, znači, sad njemu treba da je obrnuto, da je HBOS zelen, a Allianz crven, a ovde je kontra. Tako da, mislim da će on morati da izađe iz ovog relativno brzo.
Come on, HBOS.
Despite the problems, its share price is unaffected.
Nervoso.
I'm hanging on to my arse here. Jesus Christ.
I mean, my reason.
What is your ratio telling you? Your ratio?
It tells you that I'm down about 4%. I'm right on the brink. Come on, bitch. Sake.
His £8,000 pairs trade is now losing money.
It's not good, not good.
And he's provoked the wrath of Lex Van Dam.
Hello.
Hello, I have Lex on the line.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Ono što mi je isto malo onako sumnjivo, imamo onog osnivača fonda koji kao upravlja milionskim fondom i šta ja znam, a ovamo zove svaki čas i prati njihove trejdove od po 8.000 funti. Što mi onako malo ukazuje da je ili ima previše vremena ili...
Okay. You see HBOS?
Yeah.
Does Mike know what's going on?
I don't know. He hasn't spoken to me.
It was madness itself to go long HBOS. You know, he's been waiting for weeks to trade, and then this is the best thing he can do. It was just stupid.
Okay.
You know, he's just sitting there in the ocean, and maybe the wave goes the right direction, and maybe it goes the wrong direction. And we both know the way they're trading at the moment is always going to go the wrong direction. So
listen, I've just got to be careful.
I really have to go.
All right, cool. Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Opet, ne znam zašto su ljuti i iziritirani kad u suštini Mike se konsultovao sa ovim da je loša ideja, ovaj treba odmah da mu kaže, ali ajde.
Mike?
I reckon I need to cut that position. We're down about 5, just under 6%.
Okay, so the cut's there. Cut it, move on. Don't feel bad about it. Shit happens, and this is just one trade out of many that will happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Cool, all right, mate.
So if you want to do that, that's cool.
Okay.
Znači, snažno mu sugeriše da proda, da izađe, da...
Yeah, he's gutted, but like I'm looking at this personally as a trade that could have gone massively right and a little bit wrong. And it's gone a little bit wrong. You know, he spent an entire weekend probably thinking about it, walked in and lost money, right? And that's just the life of a trader.
ali sad opet po meni njegov trade i njegova ideja mi je 10 puta bolja od svih ostalih ideja koje smo čuli u ovoj epizodi.
Good afternoon, Mint.
Hello, Luke, it's Mike.
Hi, Mike.
H-Boss, sell 1419 at... put it in for 267, spot 25 if you can do it.
Mate, that's done for you then, H-Boss.
Okay, ALV.de. I'm a buyer of 46.
Done for you, mate.
Bought 500 from it to 205.
Fuck.
Yes. Great. Done. Thank you. Cheers.
Mike's trade has cost the team £500.
Izgubili su 500 funti, logično.
That's quite a loss to take on board. And the bitch is trying to go back in and find another one.
The UK's biggest mortgage lender, Halifax Bank of Scotland, has announced that its statutory first
To je H-Boss, Halifax Bank of Scotland. Nikad čuo.
half profits plunged by...
With market confidence in the banking sector at an all-time low,
It's a red day. We need a red day.
the novice traders have predicted the figure will be bad.
1,000 would be 2,000.
Convinced there's an opportunity to make some quick cash, they all go short.
Zanimljivo, znači sad oni su procenili da će informacije u vezi Citigroupa biti loše, samim tim da će se to odraziti na ceo bankarski sektor i sad ovaj narator kaže da su svi shortovali nešto.
63.
Well, I'd like to put in
Ali ako su oni hedge fund, oni bi trebalo nešto i da kupe.
Okay. I want to sell short.
698, £7.5.
697, 700. Okay, I'll sell. Can I have 698?
It's not actually bid there, it's 697 bid.
Okay.
You wanted to sell it at 698?
Yeah, sell short. That's my biggest trade.
How much?
Nearly $3,000.
Ooh la la.
Ja, to 3.000.
Back in the game.
Hi, who's that? Hi, Rupert, it's Emil from Trades. Hi, you okay? Can you look at Domino's for me? DOM, and then...
In total, they short sell 16,000 shares, a massive £41,000.
Znači njihovi shortovi su u ukupnoj vrednosti 41.000 funti, što je dosta.
In the hope that prices will fall.
Yes, baby, go down, go down.
But not one of the traders has hedged their investments by going long in case prices should rise.
Hajde se kladimo će
A
cene da
potentially
skoči.
calamitous mistake.
Well, it looks like that these numbers are better than had been estimated, Carol, and we are actually seeing, as we speak, the futures really pairing the losses very rapidly. As I look at my Bloomberg terminals, you can see what the shares are doing in the pre-market already. Up
Cifre su bolje od planiranih i sad sve kreće da raste. Naravno, njihovi shortovi su sada u problemu.
by 3%.
Sell. And RBS is going up with that news.
Is there something else?
RBS
Is there
is
something
going
else?
up.
Is there
How
something
can
else?
RBS go up
HSBC is going
with
up.
that news?
Lloyd's is going up. Only a fraction. So is there something else?
For the novice traders, it's the worst news possible. The figures are better than expected. The markets immediately rally and share prices rise across the board. This morning's short-selling frenzy has left the team massively exposed, and they're losing money fast.
6%, mate, yeah.
So a day, I shorted him at 290, 292.
Just making sure that you're aware, mate, of what's going on, because obviously you bid you short and you don't get carried out.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
From a position
Po meni je uvek loša stvar kad te broker zove da te upozori da nešto ne ide po planu, znači...
of profit, the group are now facing a heavy loss. They've been trading for a fortnight, and so far they've only lost Lex's money.
I naravno samo su gubitku.
Good afternoon. I have Lex on the phone for you.
I naravno ovaj opet zove, znači on kao da nema ništa drugo, samo prati njih, što znači da mu baš znači šta radi.
What's the P&L?
Not gonna like. You're not gonna like.
I'm not gonna like, okay.
Down 2.5 grand.
You're joking.
No.
Are you serious?
Serious.
Sad, ovom je stalo, osnivaču fonda, zato što je to njegov novac, a realno ovaj lik što je supervizor, njemu je zanimljivo, tako da zato se i zezam.
Wow, that's a lot. You know, I am actually starting to get a little bit upset.
I'm not the type of guy to, you know, humiliate people in front of a group or give people shit for no reason, you know. But, you know, if I have to give them shit, it's for their own good. Because if I don't, Lex will walk in one day and just destroy somebody in front of everybody. And that's not going to be good for anybody.
Oh, we're getting our fucking faces ripped off, that's what's going on.
The people who are doing their conkers today are people who've shorted on the open and bought nothing against it. Right? Yeah. Market moves 0.5%, and look how much money you can lose from a 0.5% move in the market. You've been muppets. Like, you've shorted something naked from after all the conversations that we've had, right?
Kad kažeš short something naked, to znači da imate samo shortove, ali da nemate ništa što se kladi na rast cene, odnosno nemate ništa čemu će pogodovati rast cene na berzi. Tako da upravo im sada on to zamera da su svi shortovali, a niko ništa nije kupio klasično.
And it hasn't even entered your mind to buy a UK bank against it, given that financials are the most volatile sector in the world right now. Yeah. You've got to learn from your mistakes. It's risk management. Naked punting is for idiots. And if you're down $2,000 today as a group, yeah, and you multiply that by 45 days that we've got left, you're going to be down $90,000 on $500,000. What do you want?
Znači, sada im u suštini skreće pažnju da ako nastave ovim tempom na 500.000 funti će imati gubitak 90.000 funti, što je poprilično skoro 25%.
Want me to do, like, put everyone up against the wall with a gun and to the head and say, fucking manage risk. You're trading with somebody else.
Odnosno skoro 20%, što je...
else's money. You know? If this was my money, I'd be so scared.
To je ono što sam pričao, znači ovo nije njegov novac, baš ga briga, zato se on izveza toliko s njima. Da je on dao deo novca, verujem da bi atmosfera bila skroz drugačija i da ne bi on to njima dozvoljavao tako da se zezaju.
But seriously think about what you're doing and the risk that you're taking. Because we walked in this morning and I don't think anybody thought we'd be down $2,000 this morning, right? No one thought that. But guess what? 4 hours later we are.
Ok, to je to za ovu prvu epizodu. Za sada mi deluje poprilično zanimljivo. Nećemo gledati šta će biti sledeće nedelje, zato što ćemo već sutra gledati drugu epizodu. Tako da, hvala vam puno na gledanju i vidimo se sutra sa novom epizodom $1 Million Tradersa. Pozdrav!